Pressure can and should be put on the automakers to try to make their cars more theft-proof. But this, from a city government, feels like an effort to pass the buck and avoid having to prosecute bad guys. After all, no matter how easy or hard a car is to steal, it still takes a criminal to do it. Joining us now is Robert Bauman, an alderman on the Milwaukee Common Council. He represents the city's 4th district, which includes much of downtown. Thank you so much for coming on the program. Appreciate it. All right, so what am I missing?
Good evening, Dan. I appreciate a lot of the background information you provided. As I think your statistics indicated, the Kia Hyundai situation presents an extraordinary situation where we have two makes of vehicles that are so easy to steal that it's almost impossible to prevent through normal law enforcement methods of patrol, hardening of parking facilities, hardening of structures, parking lots. And yes, we do prosecute, and yes, we do arrest. And a great percentage of the thieves are in fact juveniles, and prosecution of juveniles, given the legal systems of the United States and most jurisdictions, prosecution of juveniles is difficult and challenging. So given these extraordinary circumstances, I think it is appropriate to hold the manufacturer accountable where, as we're advised, there is a clear manufacturing defect or vulnerability built into these vehicles, which was a conscious decision made by a manufacturer to increase their return on investment for their shareholders and allow the taxpayers of the city of Milwaukee to basically hold the bag for significant increases in police costs and significant reputational damages. This epidemic of car thefts is really hurting the economy of Milwaukee. I represent downtown Milwaukee.
I think that's for sure true, but you mentioned that you are prosecuting, and yet we have the statistics from the Milwaukee PD. 11% of car thefts result in an arrest in Milwaukee, 5% are prosecuted. How does that represent the idea that, these cases are being prosecuted?
I'm not sure where those statistics come from.
The Milwaukee
the 5% prosecuted, if those are criminal prosecutions, I think that reflects the fact that so many of the perpetrators are in fact juveniles. I mean, technically a juvenile prosecution wouldn't be a prosecution of an adult in the criminal justice system. So I think those prosecution numbers are kind of on the low side. But yes, it's a problem apprehending these car thieves. There's no question about it.
But again, I worry that it sends the wrong message, right? Which is rather than focus on the bad guys, right? But rather than focusing on people who are breaking into cars and stealing cars, it seems that your focus is more on the car makers.
We want to focus on both. We want enforcement. We want prosecution. We want to hold the criminal element responsible and accountable. But where you have an extraordinary situation of a very demonstrable defect that is resulting in a huge spike in the theft of two particular makes of automobiles versus all the other automobiles that are out there. Mm-hmm. I think there is accountability from a manufacturer that has made a conscious decision to place money over the safety of these vehicles.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.